The National Economic Council (NEC) says it is yet to send in its recommendations on the issue of fuel subsidy removal. The meeting, which was presided over by Vice President Yemi Osinbajo, has in attendance the Edo State Governor Godwin Obaseki and his counterpart Governor Abdullahi Sule of Nasarawa State. The council also asked Nigerians to wait till June for a decision to be reached on the removal of fuel subsidy. More details in this report. The issue of fuel subsidy removal formed part of the discussions at the first National Economic Council meeting for the year 2022, which was presided over by Vice President Yemi Osinbajo at the Presidential Villa in Abuja. Fielding questions from State House correspondents after the end of the NEC meeting, the Edo State Governor Godwin Obaseki disclosed that the council is yet to take a decision on the issue of fuel subsidy removal as deliberations are still ongoing.
There was an ad hoc committee which was set up by NEC, headed by Governor El-Rufai, that included members of the executive arm of government that worked on recommendations as to what we should do about the cost of PMS locally, because as you realize, as has been told us, the cost of PMS in Nigeria today is about 162 naira for a liter, whereas every other country surrounding Nigeria is selling the same product at more than 100% of the cost in Nigeria.
Governor Obaseki noted that 2.1 trillion naira was spent last year on fuel subsidy payment. The payment, he said, could have been used to fund other development efforts.
When NEC looked at some of the analysis last year, we then realized that less than 1/3 of the states of this country consume 2/3 of the subsidy. So the issue of equity also came up. All of these findings were presented to NEC, and NEC has had several deliberations, and the deliberations are still ongoing.
On his part, the Nasarawa State Governor Abdullahi Sule revealed that government's plans on the removal of fuel subsidy would be known by June this year, and that the application of the Petroleum Industry Act (PIA) would also kick off at the same time.
All of us Nigerians know that there is now the Petroleum Industry Act, and NNPC has now become, a limited liability company. So NNPC will run differently. So if the Ministry of Finance, provides for 6 months, you probably can understand part of the reason for provision of 6 months is before NNPC fully takes off. And at that moment, that's when decisions will be made.
Also on the agenda of the National Economic Council was the launch of the Nigeria COVID-19 Action Recovery and Economic Stimulus Program. Folashade Ogrinde, TV 360 News.